Welcome to the Dollars and Cents Podcast with Wes the Economist and Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist, coming to you live from the Wave Beach Realty Studios in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Call us today at 843-957-3872.
Happy New Year, and as we get the year started, let's get your financial picture in focus by getting a budget and getting those spending habits looked at. Reach out to me at coachwestc@gmail.com and we'll get you off to a good start. This segment brought to you by Eisenhower Dental. Reach out to them at 843-234-3110.
All right, guys, welcome back into episode 8 of our Quick Clips installment with Wes the Economist. I am Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist, and we are back for yet another episode. And today we're going to stay on
topic. Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna
don't talk about conspiracies.
Yeah, let's go.
Pick us on fires.
Conspiracy out of my head. State of the Union locked in.
So, State of the Union last week.
Interesting.
Did you watch all of it?
I didn't get to watch all of it. I forgot it was coming on for a minute, and I was like in the middle of like watching a movie with Bryn, and I was like, oh crap! I was like, I need to have some of this in my mind so we can discuss it. And very interesting.
So did you miss the Democratic representative being escorted out by the sergeant at arms?
I saw the clip of it after the fact. I didn't see it live.
I can't believe he did that.
Yeah,
they censored him.
Is it Al Green, right?
Yeah,
that's not the singer Al Green.
No.
Okay, it would be that would be kind of funny if it was.
No, he's from. Was it Texas? Yeah, Texas.
Yeah.
Then that other Texas representative died, a Democratic.
Did he?
70-year-old died. After the State of the Union.
Did he? I'm not trying to laugh at that. It's
just
terrible.
I'm like, I heard that. I'm like, okay, what happened? He had a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he was that all kidding aside, I don't know if he was that upset after the night or what. But he had a heart attack that night.
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't hear that. I missed that. I wasn't trying
to
laugh.
Al Green was escorted out, and he actually said he would do it again.
Yeah.
So they censored him Thursday, 2 days afterward, which I guess is only how many censors have there been in Congress? 3, 4?
Not many. Yeah.
It's not been many. So he was. And Democrats sang a song during it. Did you see any clip of that? Yeah. I forget what they singing.
I don't even remember what they. I saw like a
"We Shall Overcome" or something.
Yeah. That's what it was. It was "We Shall." I had to cut that off pretty quick. I was like, I got to do something more productive and stop watching these videos.
What stood out to you?
I think what stood out is, to me, it's bothersome that what they would stand up and clap for versus not, like things that like I feel like we could all agree on, like the kid who got like the Secret Service,
the cancer survivor,
the cancer survivor, like to not stand up and clap for that, like regardless of how much you hate Trump, like it's a good moment for the kid. Like I just don't. Things like that, what stood out to me the most is just how much divisiveness there is because of party lines. It's like you either
What'd you think of the paddles.
A joke. That shouldn't even be allowed on either side.
That was just.
It's just it's all like grandstanding and such. It's so silly.
Faults. I mean, it was just.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It was childish.
Elon having one that says Elon steals when he's literally auditing the government because there's so much fraud of money being stolen is the most ironic and moronic thing at the same time that I've ever seen.
I tell you about that comic scene, the comic strip I saw last week where it had when they hired the 80,000 IRS agents and they got their magnifying glass and they're going after the common person. Let me see what you're doing. And then the next one is Elon Musk with it, running after the IRS.
Yeah. That's too funny. Yeah, what's crazy is like I didn't hear anybody, especially on the left, when they hired it was 87,000 because it made me sweat a little bit because I was like, I do my taxes. But, I have a lot of write-offs and stuff. I was like, I don't want them bothering me.
Dr. Carson said before he ran for president, if the government wants to get you, they'll get you an IRS.
Oh, they're going to get you.
Because there's no way to know if you got it right or not.
Yeah.
They can find something.
Yeah. No matter how good your accountant is, they're probably going to miss something where they can get you on something. Like I don't fudge my stuff. I'm very by the book and like, all right, this is a write-off. This isn't. Like, I don't mess around with it. But still, you're like, is it right?
Well, in this little-known code, 5.234.
Right. And they change the tax code every year. You can't keep up with it. It's like I know the accountants can't keep up with it all. There's no way. There's literally no way. So then they hire all you hear nobody complaining about it, and it's just like, all right, so you're fine with hiring more people to go after Americans, but then when you hire an American to go after people who are the tax money you're paying to the IRS is being used inappropriately, now it's like oh no, he can't be doing that. It's like where's the logic? Where is your thinking at? Like, I just can't wrap my head around anybody. If you're Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. Like, why are you not for making sure our tax money is used appropriately? That I just don't.
It doesn't make any sense at all. We should all be on board with getting rid of corruption. They just don't like because Trump's doing it, and they think he's doing it unfairly.
Yeah.
And let's be honest about it. They're scared they're going to lose their gravy train.
Oh, a lot of now. I'm talking about just like liberal Americans who are mad about it. No, the politicians that are mad at him about it. Oh, they are definitely mad that they're about to lose their gravy train or end up in prison if the right things are found.
That's true.
True. I mean that I understand why they're mad. That I can reason with. I can get if you're stealing from the government. Yeah, you don't want the guy going in there finding you stealing from the government.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I can wrap my head around that one. It's just everyday people like you and I.
At the State of the Union, the Democrats brought in people that get lost their jobs to confront Trump, the people he fired.
Yeah.
I don't remember the Keystone Pipeline people being brought in to face Biden when they fired.
That'd have been great. Yeah. Did they open that back up?
No, he's trying, but I hadn't researched it, but what I'm hearing through the grapevine is these companies are hesitant to start because the pipelines will take more than 4 years to start. Why I put all that money back in, the next administration come in and cut it off again.
Yeah.
So I think Trump's administration is trying to come up with a way to make it, okay, you can't touch this going forward, so they'll invest. I don't blame them. All the money they lost last time.
Yeah.
Why do it again? Because in 4 years, they won't be done. They can lose it all again.
Right. Another thing, and you may know the answer to this, when he was talking about these companies like Oracle, like Larry Ellison, and all these billionaires and these big companies that he said have invested billions into the United States, when he says that, does he mean they're like opening new facilities?
Yes.
Is that what he means, like creating jobs?
There's a company coming from Taiwan to Arizona to make chips.
Chip manufacturer. Yep. That's a big one.
Apple's agreed to invest $500 billion back into U.S. soil with a server farm in Texas, and I forget the other stuff they said they're going to do.
Okay.
And if you look at what he's brought in the first month, I mean, we're in the trillions of investment he's brought back into the United States.
Got it. Yeah.
And as you know, one of the things I teach in economics is how we count our output, which goes to domestic product. It's consumption by households is the biggest, but the next biggest is used to be the next biggest was the investment by business, but unfortunately government spending or government purchases are caught up to it. But this could send that way back up. It's one of the key elements of our economy, because when companies invest, then obviously once they invest, they have to hire people, which means consumption also goes up.
Right. Okay.
And taxes to the government go up.
Yeah.
So it's across the board.
Yeah.
You know, we're 7 minutes in. We still haven't got to the State of the Union. I think we need to do a second quick clip just on the State of the Union.
Right.
Once we got now that we've set the goal, set the kind of platform we're going to go at.
Yeah.
So just to finish this one up, looking at the Democrats again, I've seen a lot of people just coming out saying, okay, they've gone too far. And I always forget the guy from Pennsylvania that dresses in sweatshirts. Senator
John
Fetterman. He came out and obliviated it. Right? He just, okay, this is just dumb.
Yeah.
Stuff we should be getting on. And I understand they're not going to clap for everything. Right. They don't want to send in people back to the countries. They don't want all that. But if those people are people that have hurt Americans, I don't understand how you don't.
Yeah, I
aren't for that.
Yeah, there's just some things that even if like Biden was in office and he said, hey, we're going to do this, and it's like something that makes sense, I'm like, all right, I don't like this guy at all, and I think he's stupid, but this makes sense, and I would stand up and clap or be like, all right, that's a good idea, one of the few, but nonetheless, I just don't understand because he's doing it, even though I would probably agree with it if somebody else was doing it, I'm just not going to cheer it on.
It's just really what it's like.
It's just a weird way to be. It's like a child. It's like something a child would do.
Yeah.
Like my friend has this toy, but I'm going to pretend I don't like this toy because I don't have it and he has. It's like really, that's what you're doing. Like, what are you, 4.5? Like, stop, dude. That's silly.
It just shows how divided we are and how
scary. Yeah.
It really is.
It's honestly just sad. It's just like how did we end up here? I'll just leave.
Many years. Let's leave it. Part two coming. Part two will pick up.
How did we end up here?
Join us for our next quick clip. Eisenhower Dental, located at 107 Waccamaw Medical Park Drive in Conway, a place where you can find all your dental services, including general dentistry, cosmetic, restorative, and pediatric dentistry. Reach out to them today at their website, eisenhowerdental.com, or call them at 843-234-3110, 843-234-3110, and tell them Wes the Economist sent you.
When life gets unpredictable, turn to a partner you can trust. At Bobby Clary State Farm, we've got you covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we're dedicated to providing personalized coverage that fits your needs. With our friendly and knowledgeable team, navigating your insurance options have never been easier. Visit BobbyClary.com or call 843-438-6000. Bobby Clary State Farm, here to help life go right. Are you looking to buy a home in North or South Carolina? You need to reach out to Wave Beach Realty today. We are a family-owned company with over 10 years of experience in North and South Carolina and operate along the Grand Strand. Give us a call today at 843-957-3872. That's 843-957-3872. Thanks for listening to the Dollars and Cents Podcast with Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist and Wes the Economist. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and X at DollarsCentsGS and on Facebook at Dollars and Cents.